What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. I'm gonna try to be quick about this review because I do have a couple things to do, so I'm gonna try to speed this up, hopefully. Um, which I doubt, but I'll try. Um, these children, the Port Charles Four, I like to call them. You know how on how to get away with murder, they got the Keating, the Keating crew. Well, this is the Port Charles Four. They all need an ass whooping, first of all, because they all sitting there texting and calling their parents lying about where they are. I hope when Elizabeth and everybody find out where these kids really are, even though Oscar is the one that's dying, I still say Kim and Drew should take a belt to his ass too. I'm just saying, just because you dying and don't give you a pass to do what you want to do. They all need a good butt whooping, old school. Um, Like these kids is I mean, first of all, these kids are 15 and 16 years old, unchaperoned in motel rooms and what have you by themselves. Anything can go down, and clearly it's about to go down between Oscar and Jocelyn. They sitting there talking about they ready to do the do. I'm like, oh hell to the no. You know Carly would have that little girl neck. They up in there trying to do something wrong. I mean, sex ain't wrong, but at that age, you don't need to be doing all that. I mean, do they even have protection? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even thinking about pregnancy. These kids need to know about all these diseases like chlamydia and all this stuff, HIV. And I think they need to get Robin back here to, give a seminar to these kids on, all these sexually transmitted diseases and stuff like, because, they need to be schooled clearly. Um, like, these kids have lost their minds. Jocelyn and Oscar sitting there talking about they ready to do it and stuff. I'm like, no, you're not. You think you ready. Your mind is telling you ready, but you ain't. I don't think anybody at that age is really. I mean, from 14 to 20, I would probably say you're probably not really ready as you think you are. Um, it depends. It depends because it's different in all cases, of course. But these kids, though, I'm telling you, they're getting out of pocket these days. Um, Traveling miles without your parents' consent or knowledge, I'm like, that's grounds for, a ass whooping plus a month of punishment, of being grounded with no phone, no technology, no TV, no nothing. That's what I would do. You know, all this craziness going on back home and y'all running around to God knows where doing God knows what. And trust me, only the God know what y'all doing. And it ain't nothing pretty. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't good, clean, wholesome fun. That's for damn sure. Um, I do like Trina and Cameron though. I like them together, even though they see each other as just straight up friends. Cause Trina, she tried to get Cam to leave the room by saying that she wanted to be alone with him, when in reality she was just doing that obviously so Jocelyn and Oscar could be alone. But she has no romantic interest in Cameron. They do look good together though. They really do. But Cameron is gonna owe a lot of people a lot of apologies when he get back home and find out that his new stepdaddy ain't no serial killer. Well, he's not the current serial killer. He's reformed and whatnot. Um, Speaking of reformed, Chase, do they just give people badges and a gun? I just want to know. This serious question. Do they just give you a badge and a gun and just say, "Okay, you're a cop, you're a detective"? I mean, seriously, Chase showed so much promise when he first came on the show. Now he's just a Port Charles idiot. The PCPD has corrupted his brain. He's turned into one of them. Stupid. He's still sitting there talking about, oh, we got to confirm this, we got to confirm that. Now, granted, I get it. You need proof before you act on anything. But he even said it himself that they never found Ryan Chamberlain's body. So why are you still not really all that convinced that Ryan could still be alive and be a killer and be out and be your killer? Why are you not all that convinced when they never found his body, you fool? I said if they never found, I don't get, and people in Port Charles, they really need to stop being shocked when people come back from the dead. Why are they so surprised? Why? Yeah, I've seen this shit a billion times. Laura, Lulu, even though she wasn't on today, but still, all these people are so shocked by everything. Yeah, I've seen so many people come back from the dead. Why is this so damn surprising to you? This should be just a walk in the park for y'all asses. I'm just saying, like, I'd just be, if I seen Helena Cassadine walk by me right now, I'd just be sitting there eating a pack of M&M just like it's any old day. I wouldn't even be like, I'd be like, what up, Helena? I see you back this time around. How long you gonna be here? You know what I'm saying? I would be casual as shit. Because if that's the norm for me, like I'm I'm just gonna be casual about it. It's like, why be shocked? You've seen this shit so many times. Especially when they don't find a body. Even when they do have a body, they still come back, don't they? It's like some zombie shit. Something straight out the Walking Dead. Um, but Laura made it out of Ferncliff. She decided, well, Kevin decided for her that she should go by herself because, of course, his blindness, he didn't want to slow her down and be a burden on her. So she had to go by herself to get some help. And that's when she flagged down a state trooper and got to GH and stuff like that. And she basically told everybody Ryan really is alive because Franco woke up and he told Chase what happened. And he told him how Ryan stabbed him and cut himself in the hand to make it look like Franco tried to attack him. So Laura basically told everybody that Ryan really was alive. Let me just tell you something. I love my girl Epiphany. I do. Because you know what? Epiphany is a ride or die. Like, you can tell she cares so much about Elizabeth. Like, she's not Franco's biggest fan, but she let him know, even when he was unconscious, you hurt my girl, I'ma hurt you. Epiphany let him know real quick. Like, you disrespect her, you hurt her in any form or fashion, you got me to deal with. See, I like people like that. You need friends like that. That always have your back. Even when they don't agree with your choices, they still got your back. That's a real friend. That's the type of friends you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? Friends that's always gonna be ride or die, no questions asked. Even when they got questions, they still just gonna be ride or die and trust your judgment to an extent. They're gonna question it, but they're gonna ride for you either way, and that's Epiphany. Epiphany is always riding for Elizabeth, always. Even though I love that she's always going to call her Nurse Weber, I was like, Epiphany, you might want to change that to Nurse Baldwin. When she found out that Franco and Elizabeth eloped, she was like, we're going to talk about that shit later. Because Epiphany not having it. She was like, first of all, how you going to elope without me being here and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, Epiphany was like, yeah, we're going to discuss all this later. I said, for real. But I do love how Drew has been there for Elizabeth, though. He's been there for her. He's been there for the boys. He's been there for Franco. Drew is a real one, too. I don't agree all the time with a lot of shit that Drew does or say, but I can say he's definitely loyal and he's a real one. Like, he's another real true friend. And I mean, mind you, Elizabeth is the same woman who lied to him about his identity when he thought, when he was Jake Doe and this was before he thought he was Jason Morgan. And she lied to him for months about who he was. And to see them today be friends and him support her and not hold a grudge against her, that goes to show what type of person he is, and I commend that. Bygones be bygones. I respect it. Because some people would have a hard time being friends with somebody like Liz, who's backstabbed them, lied to them, manipulated them. They would have a hard time being friends with somebody like that. But Drew has forgiven her. I respect it. And he's definitely been helping her with the boys, minus Jason, of course. Jason is a shitty father. I just want to put that on the record. He has not, I mean, all this stuff that's been going down with Franco, not once has he asked about how Jake is doing. Not once has he been there to check on Jake and his well-being and his mental state, knowing that his stepfather has been going through all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jason never once tried to reach out to Liz about Jake. Like, shitty parenting. I'm just saying. Jason need to get it together. You worried about Sam and this DOD and Carly and all these people, but what about your children? That comes first. You need to prioritize. This is your children. This is Sam, and this is Carly and Sonny. They should be down here. Like, come on now, get it together, Jason. Get your priorities straight, bro. Cause this ain't even fun no more at this point. Like you just looking like a straight. And this is what I find funny. People call Lucky and Jax and all them deadbeat parents, but you have a parent who's physically there and still a deadbeat. I'm just saying, like, what does that say? I mean, if you're gonna try to call them a deadbeat, you might want to lump Jason in there with them. But in my opinion, though, I ain't even gonna get into that. I'm gonna let that go. But yeah, Jason to me is a deadbeat parent. Um, Sam still thinks this stupid ass DOD. What is it? This stupid breakup plan. She still wants to go along with it. I don't know why. It's so stupid. And I wonder what the hell Shiloh has planned for Christina. Cause that little, symbol that he was holding is the same symbol that Daisy has tattooed on her. Because when Daisy went to go see Sam and apologize to her and ask for forgiveness, Sam noticed that she had a weird tattoo. And when she asked her about it, Daisy got all fidgety and nervous and wanted to be quick to leave. So Sam drew the tattoo on a paper or whatever. I think she's gonna try to figure out what that tattoo means, like what the symbol is. Um, the way Shiloh treated Daisy was jacked up. He treated her like a straight, you know what? He was like super mean to Daisy. He basically assigned her duties to Christina now. Like the way he treated her, like he was just so dismissive of Daisy. Like he told her, "Oh, you're still important to DOD. Go get us some snacks." I say he was trifling in the way he treated her. I said that's dead wrong. You don't treat her like that. She got feelings. Um, Christina's still dumb and naive, still falling for the same bull. I expect that out of her. Um, so anyway, I guess it's Jason Morgan to the rescue. Jason found, I guess he was supposed to meet up with Carly or whatever. And when he called her phone when he was in a parking garage, he found her phone on the ground. So of course, Jason's gonna be her rescue dog as usual. See what I'm talking about? Always to the rescue. You need a kidney? Dial Jason. You need someone to rescue you when you're being kidnapped? Call Jason. He ain't doing nothing. He has no life. He has no children. You need somebody to shoot somebody for you? Call Jason. He ain't got nothing to do. Just dial 555 Jason. Always there 24/7, 7 days a week. That's what it is. That would be one hell of an infomercial too. Jason should put his services out there as a commercial. I'm just saying. You need somebody to fly out of the country to go save your damn kids? Dial 555 Jason. He'll be there in a nanosecond. I'm telling you, that's just what it is. Like he need to go get a life. Like damn, you got children. Go tend to your youngins. I'm just saying, like what the hell. So it looks like they're definitely gonna rescue Kevin though from the basement at Ferncliff. Um, this is gonna be one hell of a week for GH. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm interested in these storylines because they're wrapping up the storylines. I could think of a couple storylines that need to be wrapped up, but I'm happy that the Ryan storyline is finally having its conclusion. And from what I've seen in the promo, it's gonna be one hell of a conclusion too. Um, but anyway, I'll see you all later. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see you all later. Peace.